Well, hello everyone. So, yeah, yesterday it was interrupted by the Tighnari Story Quest. It was so close
Take a deep breath,
to the
as if
fight.
you're about to blow up a huge balloon. Exhale all your sleepiness into it, and then
I had to skip all the Tighnari
it's
Quest till
flying
now.
away.
Finally reached the Balladeer. I had to wait one more day for this. Damn, I don't know. Come on. If the Balladeer was here, why was this thing interrupted by Tighnari Story Quest? I don't know. I never had to come here for it. It's Foundry. Creating a card. Yes, we are using human wisdom to create a card. I'll just for this one.
Yeah, let's go on a big adventure.
Yo, finally.
What is this place?
What?
Is this really the way we need to go? Wow.
Seriously?
Who would have thought there'd be a place like this hidden right slap bang in the middle of the city?
Come on, I wasn't expecting
The
this.
sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered. The safest and most convenient way would be to build within the academia itself.
I thought it will be directly inside the door. Not like this.
That's true. They were already hiding one god, so why not two?
Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking. The sages really saw the god creation plan as their ultimate goal.
Looks sick.
But this place doesn't look like it could have been constructed by the academia alone.
The Fatui.
The Fatui under the Doctor sure didn't hold back. They provided a lot of technological support.
Is to have one of their own harbingers become a god after all.
Yeah, or else they wouldn't have been that generous.
Is that it though? I've always felt that this Doctor is different from the academia sages. He doesn't seem to share their sense of urgency. Instead of being interested in the end product, it's like he's enjoying the experimental process.
Right.
The Fatui Harbingers are all such weirdos. So, the Doctor being weird is actually normal.
So, this Fatui that they're trying to turn into a god is called the Balladeer?
Yep.
We had previously come into contact with his consciousness. He harbors particularly strong obsessions. One is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be the vessel for one. The other obsession is probably related to his past. I can't quite explain it.
Try to explain.
Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui Harbinger. That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Now with that temper and ego of his.
It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well.
We've had a few encounters, but none of them were pleasant.
I see. Tell me more about him and what he's like. The more
Okay.
we know now, the better we can plan for and react to any future situation.
Everything about the Balladeer.
Ah, I see. How fascinating.
Fascinating.
Alright, time to go. Let's get through here and meet him in person.
Okay, it's happening. It's happening, right? No, not yet.
Time to work. No more rest. Work time.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! The wind knows me.
The lag.
Time to fulfill my duty. My work. is it.
No chest, right? Okay. Moving on.
It looks like we can climb up these pipes.
Okay, this one. What? Fatui there. Wow. They saw this place below the academia?
The pattern on the ground seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it.
What is the pattern though? Mirror work. I'm probably gonna be confused for some time. What the hell am I doing? Will it stop or not?
It seems to have stopped. Let's continue.
Almost fell off. Where is it going? Here we are.
Let's begin.
Jumpy Dumpy Go!
I will end you.
La la la!
Fast rise.
I guess this is it.
Okay. Okay, so it was. She was talking about this pattern. That's it. Where to?
You'll get frostbite.
We'll see about that.
Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds call. Lament.
You can't run from death.
Huh. Since it's gonna settle on its own. How to get there? Okay. It's that?
Hard to stack. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
That's it. Now gotta wait patiently. Okay. I should have just waited more. I want to take the chest. That's it. No.
Into the wind.
Is it not gonna continue moving? Why? Can't do anything from there. Damn it. It's just one directional. Yeah, let's go. Things are usually simple. I just make it too shitty.
I'll put you on my head.
Wind Strider.
Oh, there's one more after this. Seriously? Okay. Now, two of them. Okay. It looks good. No chests around. Yeah, almost there. Again.
The wind knows me.
Dumpy Dumpy go!
Useless. As one with wind and cloud.
I guess this is it.
Disappear. Here. Worthless.
Miscalculate.
Here.
One more.
Worthless. Here.
Finally. There we go. That's the entrance. That's an elevator. Wow, a beautiful elevator. Let's go. I hope this is it. Balladeer. Gosh. I just hope I can fight with this team.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
You here?
Looking at its operational
No.
status, we must prepare for the worst. The god they wanted to create is likely close to completion or already completed.
That's not a surprise. I've already seen him control the weather.
Oh no! What should we do? Paimon can't imagine how hard it would be to fight against a Fatui Harbinger with a Gnosis!
Well, when you put it like that, it sounds a little difficult.
Are you nervous, Paimon?
If you really want to know, of course Paimon's nervous! Aren't you too, Nahida?
Yes, I am. This is probably the first time I faced with a calamity of this degree since my birth.
Yeah,
I feel not just
you're
nervous,
just locked up.
but curious as well.
Curious?
Curious.
Curious about what?
Curious about her fate.
Okay.
To me, everything we perceive in this world, everything we learn, and everything that happens to us is considered knowledge. And if it's a form of knowledge, then it can be understood. However, only fate is about that which has yet to occur, so it has always drawn my curiosity. So to me, fate is the ultimate knowledge. That's also why I love observing humans and all the things that happen to them. It all brings me great satisfaction. And now, at long last, I'm not just an observer anymore.
Yes, now you can be a part of them.
I will personally experience my own fate with you by my side. Isn't this such a wonderfully exciting thing?
Ah, so that's what you mean. Paimon thinks she understands what you're feeling.
I'm also looking forward to it. We won't lose.
Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
Please tell me he's behind this door. Teleport waypoint unlocked. What? This is it. This is it. Hell yes. Damn. Finally. Ooh.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my birth?
Yeah.
I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still,
So
he
it's
has
just him.
undoubtedly become a true god now.
So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
Fighting against the
Balladeer.
god.
A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears
Kunikazushi.
infinitely small and ugly.
Oh. Wow. Shokin Okami the Prodigal.
This imposing aura. It really feels like a god's.
A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as a constant power supply.
They
How
shaped.
much effort and resources did the sages put into this? From a purely technological perspective, it's a commendable achievement indeed. It's no exaggeration to say, this is the culmination of human wisdom.
Damn.
You sure are something. Dishing out compliments at a time like this?
Calm down, Paimon.
I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
So he's still the same old balladeer on the inside. I'm not sure if that's a good waiting for
Wouldn't feel
this.
the same things as you.
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation between gods? Lowly creature, know your place.
Still the same balladeer we know.
The strife engraved upon a Gnosis. You're talking about the Archon War. Tevat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally participate in the Archon War, but the way I see it, all those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws. There's no point in bringing it up again.
Demands of the laws?
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that I was never allowed the fortuity to personally participate in the Archon War. This is a first. Encountering a god in this world who does not crave power. No wonder your own people have abandoned you, god of wisdom.
But from now on, Nahida's followers will only continue to increase in number.
Your judgment is as your existence. Unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer, the god of wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where your only option is to face me in combat. Come,
Let's go.
let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Should have brought the Archon team. Oh. What to do with the gadget? What's this? What's that? What's happening?
Feeble human!
Oh. Okay. What? Why? What to do?
Wow, faster? Okay, faster.
Am I even damaging? Okay, I am.
Insignificant pest!
The use. I have no idea what's happening. What's the gadget? What is the gadget doing?
Clouds high, the birds call. One with my endless cycle begins.
Shit. Shit, no.
Go.
The good thing is
Faster?
they make the fight easier in quests.
Insignificant pest!
Orders given. Orders received. Faster? Okay, faster.
The music, what? What's that music? Damn, Travis stopped it. Okay, second phase. What the hell, dude? Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. It's insane.
Tremble! Get out of my way!
Hydro?
Burn to
You can use
oblivion!
everything. A taunt to oblivion, burn to oblivion.
Wind
What?
strike!
What am I not even damaging? Not good. Not good. What am I supposed to do?
Tremble! Time to go. Wind strike!
Just some damage, anything.
Life goes on.
One with wind and cloud!
Where did he go?
Reality is pain!
What? Oh, he Katsu saved me. Oh, come on, Dullblade. Oh. Did he get him? No, and he's using animal. Damn it. Nahida, no. Is she okay? She has to be okay, right? No.
This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Booer?
Did he take his gnosis? Did he take her gnosis?
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me?
What? What? The hell?
just concluded the 168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sabzerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power
Damn.
of dreams. When did you use it on me?
So that's what she did at the beginning. Shit, dude.
You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than
Okay, all
that.
the battle experience.
Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god.
Wow. Everyone knows. Yo, this cutscene is insane.
Now, all of Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Meaningless tricks won't save you.
Damn. Okay. Great cutscenes. I love this game.
Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you. The first sage of Boor.
The first stage of Boor. Another title. More
I
to play.
am
You
the
can nahida.
all-knowing god.
Commit it to memory.
Burn to oblivion. Come, wind strike.
Okay, at least this should work.
Kneel.
What are those weapons?
Filth.
I know too. What is that? E? Key is firing. How to use that to kill?
Commit it to memory.
I get it now. Just a little bit, I get it.
Reality is pain.
Is this Tendro?
Good riddance, cruel world.
What the hell is that? Okay, destroy these.
I see everything.
Okay, can't even mark. Music is insane.
Wind strike.
Can't reach it. Five. Okay, nahida can. Oh, nahida can. What's happening? Hold
Your
the skill
new
and
god
aim its attack.
awakens. Now, your eyes have been
What
opened.
the hell?
Kneel!
Don't die, don't die, don't die.
Now, your eyes have been opened. Tremble!
Music is so awesome, I can't focus on fighting. T. How do I aim? Okay. This is some sick music, wow.
Humans. Filthy humans.
Hug him? Something? What? The Gnosis.
No! Wait! Please! Anything but the Gnosis!
I kind of feel sad for him.
That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
Catch him, Traveler. Seriously, Traveler student, watch that. Feel so sad.
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
He can do that.
This is...
That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
Another cutscene. Wow. Wow, this was worthy of a final act. Okay, there's more.
Huh. This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined. Shouldn't Irminsul be in this realm of consciousness?
Yes, that is our destination. But I didn't expect the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata to be as polluted as this.
Polluted. You're right. It must be due to the forbidden knowledge.
Forbidden knowledge? It seems you know about a concept that even I don't completely understand. Could you tell me what you know?
You tell her everything about. But we land in the
Your
desert.
inference seems logical enough. Forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years ago, but was successfully repelled thanks to King Deshret's self-sacrifice and Greater Lord Rukkhadevata nearly exhausting her power. Then, a second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the Conria Cataclysm 500 years ago.
A little noise. Okay. Ignore that.
But I'm afraid it is much more serious this time, with Irminsul itself already in danger.
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's also been affected by forbidden knowledge pollution, then does that mean, in order to save us, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes. It's very possible that she sacrificed her life in the fight against forbidden knowledge. She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the pollution would have been far more rampant over these past 500 years. The way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge may very well be due to her restoration of Irminsul.
What happened? What?
Aw. Do you feel sad, Nahida?
I thought something was happening to her.
I'm just sharing her pain. The pollution of her consciousness here is severe. There is madness, chaos, and pain all around us. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible conditions, all the way up to her last breath? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow.
By clue, you mean the words "world forget me"?
Yes. Her words were distorted by forbidden knowledge, so that's all we could hear. But now, we have a chance to find the answer to this mystery. We can cross the polluted consciousness until we found the right path to meet with her lucid consciousness. And then, we'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata tell us the truth in person.
I hope we can use that truth to save everybody.
Each of us need to be mindful of the state of our own consciousness while we are here. Even with the Gnosis' protection, we must always keep a clear mind. Otherwise, we could go mad at any moment.
Gotcha.
That's so scary.
Don't worry, it should be easy enough for you to keep that mind of yours clear, Paimon. Let's go.
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat of consciousness,
Wow.
which symbolizes reason here. Its course is the direction our conscious...
Wow. What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Oh wow, this looks so good.
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind. That hurts.
Come on. The shamans.
Wind Strider. Boring.
I shouldn't. Okay. These.
Evil conquering. Worthless. Worthless. Here. Worthless. Worthless.
Almost done.
Useless.
Rise.
A falling sigil has appeared in the sky.
But where? Where's the sigil? What? Wow, what is that? The moon? Because the pattern on it is like the moon, yeah? The color changes. Wow, the boat. This kind of looks like the boat from Moon Knight.
Clouds high. The birds call.
What? Shit, no. I was supposed to go for Chichi first.
Jumpy, jumpy, go! La la la!
But good.
It was an accident.
Die.
Worthless.
To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first.
Okay. Won't be a problem. Don't open.
we changed direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida?
Judging from the current route, the bolt of consciousness will soon take us out of here.
The moon. I wish I could play this on the first day of release. Damn
We'll
it.
be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
Some strange thoughts come from time to time, but I seem to be okay now.
Huh? But everything's been completely normal for Paimon.
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time, we should be able to meet Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Are you saying you've
Finally.
never met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata before?
No. It seems that my birth and her death took place at the same time. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance, and I could have done a better job.
It's okay, Nahida.
You've done a great job, Nahida. Let's get out of this creepy place and go meet her.
Wow. Almost.
So, is this the place you were talking about?
I mean, so
The base of Irminsul?
still so beautiful. Can you hear words? Wow. Should be permanently accessible. Come on.
Well, this is the place.
Yes, it's the same place from my memories.
We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right? But the one standing over there is...
Is that... me? She looks exactly like me. Are you
She turned into a child
Greater
after all.
Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance?
I can't believe my eyes. The two of you look almost exactly the same.
Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. But this is just a realm of consciousness. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same.
We're of the same nature. Why?
Because you are me, and I am you. You
Yeah.
are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow, continuing the tree's life in another form. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
So this is the connection between you two. Lesser Lord Kusanali and Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
If this is true, then am I going to be a great Archon like you someday?
Definitely Nahida.
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate.
But she will be great.
When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same as the original tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, very good. It's also precisely why you won't become like me.
Really?
But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I.
Yeah.
I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time. And the future that it leads you to will be yours alone. Along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You only need to wait quietly for the flower to bloom.
What's that voice in the background? I have faith in Nahida too. She will definitely become a great Archon.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of wisdom.
They're stupid.
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was in fact myself in another fate. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I've always wanted to meet you.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talking with you.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And what exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see. You're here seeking answers, right? Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this.
I knew it. The Kanriya cataclysm.
At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had a more important task to attend to. I
So she
had
was
to
here.
protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Irminsul, I sensed something was wrong. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world, and a form
Oh
of
my
truth
God.
that can't be understood. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Tevat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the God of Wisdom can't understand?
At that
Oh.
time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone. Which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Thank you. For a long time, I thought dreams were the fruit of human wisdom. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to
sages
the
did
wisdom of
same
the people of
thing.
Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I had a terrible headache, which gave me an uneasy feeling. And then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well. From the very beginning, my existence had been polluted by the forbidden knowledge.
Oh no. How could that happen?
I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a horrible experience.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. The important thing was that even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, meaning that the forbidden knowledge couldn't ever be permanently eradicated. And there's no way for me to eliminate myself. it would be a sort of paradox. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara, and left a trail of clues, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution from Irminsul forever.
Wait, no, I can't.
No.
So you realize what that implies. You are very smart indeed. Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've realized just now, removing me from Irminsul means I essentially will never have existed in this world.
Come on, no.
But this is the only way to save Irminsul.
People love you so much, and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. I am exactly the same. So how can we just forget you like this? Is there really no other way? There must be something else I can do.
You're the god of wisdom, Booer. You should know that there is no other way.
Come on.
This is so cruel. I don't want to forget you.
So it was that word, forget me.
No need to feel so sad, Booer. As someone who delights in wisdom, you should feel joy at finally finding the answer. These are the words in their entirety. The answer you've been seeking all along. Let the world completely forget me. We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow.
No.
I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness.
So it was this. No, the music is rising.
I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people.
Junior's hard.
Goodbye,
Holy too.
people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
Okay, I can say this was the best Archon quest till now. Wow. Please, Nahida, are you alright?
I'm alright. I'm just a little confused.
What are you confused about?
We've just saved the world, right? So why am I crying?
She already forgot. Don't tell me.
I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from, but I feel very sad.
Do you still remember what happened just now?
Just now, we used the power of two gnosis to successfully connect with the Irminsul consciousness from 500 years ago. Then, we removed the remaining pollution from Irminsul.
She has forgotten her. Did I manage to remember because I'm not from this world? This is the best. At least someone remembers her.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
Paimon forgot. Paimon doesn't seem to remember either. Has everybody really forgotten about Good look at Devata? Should I tell them the truth? Should tell them the truth. Someone feels super. I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting. The doctor? Are you kidding me? You take the noses?
Huh? That sound. Traveler! Paimon!
God damn it.
I've been waiting here far too long, but finally I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
The doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected, it doesn't have any effect on gods. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little spin. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially damage our relationship.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru.
This was his
Why are you
plan.
here again now?
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in Sumeru. Even the God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition. How disappointing.
You mean there are many different versions of you in this world?
An astute
You've
guess.
gotta be kidding me.
Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension, that of time. So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals. That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist. They can't be broken on a whim.
Good. Amazing, even. Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves, not to mention oneself from a different period.
Since you're in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the results?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standards, that's all.
Okay, so but there's different versions available. I think he can be playable in one of them.
All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful materials. For example, the Gnosis.
He will take both the noses.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that Electro-Gnosis in battle.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force now.
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and dignity to the God of Wisdom.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... what if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
What? Destroying a Gnosis can do that? Heavenly principles. Okay, so she's in slumber.
Awaken the heavenly principles? Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Tevat and all the laws.
Whoa.
Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences?
That's crazy.
Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear from the God of Wisdom. But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an essential trait as an experimenter. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what are your conditions?
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow Harbingers. Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
Just now when we are thinking he could be playable.
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out the eyes I have placed in the dimension of time. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort. Requiring me to destroy them all here and now. Bravo. A suitably wise decision on your part.
God of Wisdom, after all.
How very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary of me? Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their doubts and endless arguments.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
Okay, the segments. That's what he was telling about in the first trailer, right? What's the segment in his prime of youth doing? That was it.
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price?
Oh, hi Jasper Nawel. I'm good. The stream is going fine. How about you?
Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. Perhaps it's best to say, you're just temporarily ahead. But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
Oh, I just have the play game.
What a ridiculous decision!
Sheer
You can't be
foolishness.
serious!
How could I have been so
short-sighted.
You think
Even
this is the
yourself.
end? Wait, I'll have
I
Please
will
wait!
You'll make
Good
this
riddance.
moment count.
Damn, his mind.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it.
Just like that.
The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics once again. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of course, I have no interest in being rejected by this city for a third time. Another chess piece. And where is your dendronosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru, is there?
Tricky.
Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh, judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the god of wisdom, how about I exchange some knowledge with you?
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the God of Wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Come on, Nahida, why?
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
That's what Scaramouche said, right?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Irminsul concerning the truth of this world. Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to say goodbye. With negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted. I'm very glad I got to meet you like this.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
So that's the truth of the world. Ether's sister was talking about. Everything was silent. Several days later. Wow. This was an awesome Archon quest. All the cutscenes were so amazing. Damn it, I've been missing out on this for the last 15 days.
Together! Okay. Wake him up.
Wake up. I've been sleeping for 5 days or something.
Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up!
Good morning, Paimon.
Good morning! How are you feeling today?
Pretty good.
Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tighnari could stop us from going out now, right?
That's right. On that day, we lost consciousness in battle. When we woke up, we found ourselves in Kandavaville, and Tighnari and Conley were looking after us. I heard that it was Sino who brought us here. Tighnari had complained that Sino was always sending people to him, but he has taken great care of us. After completely exhausting ourselves, we had a good rest here. After a few days, we finally recovered enough to be able to go back out. From what Tighnari and Conley have said, the Akasha has been turned off completely. People of Sumeru will no longer rely on it. Such a big change will certainly affect people's lives, but it will definitely be a good thing.
Come on, Traveler, let's go!
Does the traveler still remember Glitter Lord?
Boring! Useless!
Good morning. Looks like you're awake.
Yep, yep!
Yep. Good morning, Polly.
I prepared some breakfast today. Please have a taste. I hope you'll like it.
What's that?
It's nice to have you here so we can eat something yummy.
Well, now that I've recovered from Alizar, I'm feeling better
Yes.
than ever. I can even prepare 4 or 5 meals a day now.
And Paimon bets they're all delicious.
You have to meet Dunyazad again.
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Paimon hasn't already read it.
Nope, Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up, so Paimon didn't open it. Alright, let's read it now. Oh, it's from Nilu.
Okay.
We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Sino's reinstatement as the General Mahamatra.
Oh,
As heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you. The date of the banquet is written on the back. It's in 2 days.
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. That's amazing.
well, the first stage of Boer. We were just doing our part.
Sometimes I'm really envious of strong and confident people like you.
But you're amazing too, Polly.
Oh, you're embarrassing me.
Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar to have a look.
Oh, before you leave, be sure to inform Master Tighnari.
Okay, gonna meet every character. Tighnari.
Tighnari!
Good morning. How do you feel today?
Very good.
We feel much better. How about you?
How's your wound, Tighnari?
I'm recovering well. Thanks for asking.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be already busy with work again.
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my Forest Watcher duties.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else started to recover too.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
I appreciate that's a lot to ask.
By the way, we have some good news. Sino got his position back.
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned it to me before.
Yeah, he's the best buddy.
Huh? You mean he was already here? Why didn't he come to say hi to us?
He He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me a few questions and left.
So considerate.
And you probably already know all about the celebration feast.
Celebration feast? No, I haven't heard anything about that.
Huh? But didn't Nilu say in her letter that they would celebrate Sino? He didn't tell you?
Perhaps, or alternatively, he doesn't know about it either.
Surprise party.
Come to think of it, Sino doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy a celebration feast.
I guess Needle's only planning on telling him once festivities are underway.
You and Kale are both Sino's close friends. Why don't you come to the feast with us?
Kala has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. Not to mention me.
Come on.
You see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
Who?
Huh? VIPs? Very important Paimons?
Well,
Important
technically speaking,
Paimons.
they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidya forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
Lamau.
Huh?
He's a master, alright.
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable. Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies and have decided to dedicate the rest of their lives to cultivating wisdom in the Avidya forest. When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of discovering wisdom had begun to shine once again.
Okay.
As a result, work has increased for the forest rangers.
That sounds really exhausting.
There's nothing we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand. Are you two planning to head out?
Ah, right! We're here to request permission to head out. Would that be okay?
You've recovered well. You may go, but be careful.
Yay! Will do!
Festivities. Okay. I'm gonna repeat the same mistake. Oh, I love this quest.
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time. Everything has already been prepared.
Mr. Zubair, I finished tallying things up here.
There she is.
Well, except for the guests.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests? It's affecting our arrangements.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never hurts to get things ready in advance.
I was thinking the same thing. The feast will be held sooner or later, right?
Hey, Nilu!
Hey, Nilu.
Traveler, Paimon.
We got your letters, so here we are!
You're the best. The other guests haven't even replied yet.
Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived?
Yeah, I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests. But maybe everyone is still busy with other things.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like this. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity after all.
Of course, you're right.
You have no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste.
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste.
True.
Because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
That's right. We all think she's amazing too. Nilu is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. For Outlanders, you have a great eye. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
Definitely.
Nonsense. It is not for us to determine the value of an audience. But indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera that can record people's appearances as pictures. Such pictures would make superb gifts.
Ooh, good idea. I wonder where we can find one.
With me.
I don't want you giving pictures of me to everyone. I'm satisfied just being able to perform here.
Let me take one.
There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar.
Yeah, and that's why I love it here. Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if the letters were actually delivered?
Yeah, sure.
If for some reason they didn't receive the letters, then please tell everyone that there will be a feast here.
Okay, we'll go around and check.
Yeah, we can also check out how everything in Sumeru is going now.
Do you know where everybody is?
When I wrote the letters, I heard that Dia was in Port Ormos, and Alhaitham was at the Academia. As for Sino, we've only heard that he appears at the Academia from time to time. I'm not too sure about Rahman's whereabouts. My guess is that he's with Dia.
Could be.
As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better.
Yes.
I sent her a letter, but I was afraid of disturbing her. If you have time, please ask about her for me.
Yes, definitely.
Got it. Let's go,
That's
Traveler.
important. Meeting Dunyarzad is important. Okay. Higher. This should do. That guy. It's him, right?
We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that person over there. Hey there, have you seen Alhaitham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has gone to the House of Dana. You should be able to find him there.
As of now, it was the library.
But you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today. He must be quite the busy man.
Second group? What do you mean?
Who else was looking for him?
Mr. Cave was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how terrible their relationship is. And now you two are here.
Kavi.
Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
No, not at all.
No way. We're strictly here on business.
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as interested in rumors about the sages as I am.
Yes, you are. So, terrible relationship between Kaveh and Alhaitham. Gotta witness that. Who? Let's see. Yeah, what are they going to do in the next update? I wonder. There they are. Oh, look at him.
Alhaitham should be around here somewhere, right?
Get him.
Oh, he's over there. But it looks like he might not have time for us.
He's already talking to someone else.
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the Academia.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book like this in Sumeru?
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen, I came back today only to hear that the sages have disappeared.
His design.
Oh, you sound surprised. I thought you would already know the inside story.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what you know already.
Well, I almost became a sage.
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Ksharawar. Besides,
Look at his smile.
as a master builder and craftsman, chances are you'll be appointed as a sage too.
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
Huh. What makes you say that? Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity?
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment, and anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
Oh, you... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude always gets in the way.
It seems that you really can't stand my personality.
Ha! What was your first clue?
Well, then you might as well move out of my house.
They live in the same house?
Are you threatening me? Stooping to a new low, I see. Ugh, and don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Let's see how this plays out. We are not in a rush anyway.
Forget
Trevor
what's
feels
going
free.
on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion?
Don't get me started. I get angry just thinking about it.
So, what great building did our master architect work on this time?
Like I need to tell you. Keep your nose out of my business.
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't understand.
Huh.
Which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who doesn't understand the first thing about beauty and romance. Unlike a true...
True.
Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most?
I love his long hair too.
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru from a crisis.
Ha! And you think I'd believe that?
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all been overthrown.
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage. Yours, though, on the other hand...
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
He will be dead after knowing the truth. We don't talk to him. Where did he run off to? Wow.
Hey, Alhaitham!
Oh, it's you two. What's the matter?
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
He hasn't.
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. We'll also be celebrating Zaino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra.
If she addressed the letter to Alhaitham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office. I only now have some free time to attend to personal matters.
Oh.
Have you always been so busy with your work?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently and the whole academia was practically turned upside down.
Tighnari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently they will spend the rest of their lives there.
So deserving.
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages. To imagine such things could take place in the academia. I don't know where to begin.
The 6 great sages sounds pretty powerful.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Feels kind of strange to hear them called that after all this time. But then again, the 6 great schools sounded pretty impressive too.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound. It's said that when the academia was first founded, the Sumeru Archon herself established the 6 great schools, each representing one of the 6 different types of wisdom.
Wow.
Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans attaching themselves to the 6th grade schools have stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats in the academia. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6th grade schools, and the leaders selected for the schools are the 6th grade sages. Among the 6th grade sages, there is one central leader, the Grand Sage. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar, and were only rescued after Azar's downfall.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now? Do they need to find someone new?
Yes. Normally, new sages are selected based on a strict set of criteria.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeru.
Paimon has a point.
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the academia. But I refused.
He refused the Grand Sage position.
Why? Ugh, can't you be a little more ambitious?
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6th grade sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
Oh, all right.
Huh.
So are you busy these days trying to find others to take the job?
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the academia before the new sages take office.
So you're still a leader now, even if it's just temporary.
And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application for funding.
By the way, who was that other person just now? Is he your friend?
Do we look like friends?
Yep.
Paimon doesn't know. That's why Paimon's asking.
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars.
Ksharawar. He didn't seem to believe a word you told him.
Which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeru.
Thanks for your hard work these days.
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to attend the celebration feast in 2 days.
Alright, I'll see you there.
Oh, he smiled. What else?
The House of Dana is the last quiet place in the whole Academia now. I was originally planning to stay here a little longer, but there's a chance that Kaveh might show up again. Tuh, what a nuisance. I'd better go somewhere else.
Lol. Okay, Port Ormus. This should be better. Wow. I wasn't expecting it to be this long. I thought that would be the end, where the Gnosis is gone and I wake up. The end. No. I love this. The stupid spams. Just a sec.
This is Port Ormos. Now where could...
Is that Paimon I hear?
Dunyazad? Dunyazad!
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while. How are you doing?
Dunyazad! It's been so long since we've seen you!
We're good, how about you?
I'm doing well. I can go as far as saying I have never been happier in my entire life. I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
Yes, we have heard.
You kidding?
I've seen, actually.
Knowing them and the connections they've got, I'm sure they've heard about it.
Didn't expect to see you here.
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for a walk.
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father of your resignation.
I guess I'm just used to calling you my lady. Old habits die hard.
Resignation? You mean you're quitting?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much. It wouldn't be a problem if you wish to continue to be our bodyguard.
Yeah, and she'll have a friend.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know that by now, my lady. When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you'd recovered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that horizon.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a bodyguard anymore?
Another wanderer.
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test again.
Huh? But we literally just finished one of the most dangerous jobs ever. Are you getting bored already?
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I wouldn't have come up with this idea. I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. It made me realize that I'm still a mercenary through and through. Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made me realize that there are still many problems in Sumeru. And as a desert dweller, I'm still not completely ready to settle down on this side of the wall.
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring you a message.
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still remember that. I thought he was joking.
We just came from talking with Alhaitham at the Academia.
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the Academia?
He did that?
What?
We didn't hear anything about that.
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and Alhaitham told me that now was a good time to find a job in the Academia, but only if I wanted to.
And she just let it go.
Whoa. Hyman can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither. But I think Dia would look great dressed up as a scholar.
Ugh, forget about it.
Don't know
I
about
wouldn't
that.
last 10 seconds in there. Alhaitham probably just liked the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight. So he suggested I find some work in the Academia.
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, Sino might actually agree and let you become a Matra.
The BGM.
Because you're super
This is my
amazing.
favorite.
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. I prefer to be free to live however I choose. In fact, I chose this job from the very start because I knew it'd be right up my alley.
Even if being a mercenary means facing all kinds of danger.
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later. If anything, being your bodyguard has been unfamiliar territory for me.
I don't want to see you go, but I'll respect your decision.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet again.
I guess being free is just a part of how the operates.
Once the whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, everything in Sumeru will take a turn for the better. That makes me happy too. But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long, we'll be a dying breed. So I'd better get to work while I still can.
Huh? But wait a second. You make it sound like you're leaving now.
Well, no, not yet at least. I promised my lady I'd stick around until next week.
Okay, she can come to the celebration.
Have you been Port Ormos this entire time? We were wondering if you had received a letter from Nilu.
Oh, did Nilu write to us?
They didn't either.
You were seen in Port Ormos, so she sent the letter here.
Huh. It was probably sent to the inn that we're staying at. My lady has been very energetic lately and keeps taking me on hikes, staying out even into the night. By the time we get back, the receptionist is usually off napping on the job.
Right, and we tend to leave quite early in the morning, so the old man on duty is also usually dozing off.
So what it really sounds like is that the person on duty is always asleep.
I bet the letter's at the reception desk. I'll go check later.
No wonder there wasn't a reply. You never received the letter. Good thing Nilu asked us to come and check on that.
Yeah, really
sorry
good.
to make you two come all the way out here.
It's okay,
It
wanted to
must
meet
be
you.
something important for Nilu to specifically write to us like that.
It is.
Yes, she said they were preparing a victory feast in the Grand Bazaar, and will also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra. She was hoping you could come.
Great! I'll be sure to attend.
Count me in too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the feast? Can I just show up looking like this?
You look good.
Since it's being organized by Nilu, I don't think she'll be too picky about that. If anything, I think she wants to see us as our most natural selves.
All right, then this is how I'll show up.
The feast will be held in 2 days, so don't forget.
Sure.
Thank you so much for letting us know. We'll see you there.
Oh, by the way, do you happen to know where Sino and Raman
Oh
are?
yeah, Raman was with her.
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace. Normally no one knows his whereabouts.
Oh.
So it's not gonna be easy to find
But
him.
last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in Aru village. You can try your luck there. As for Raman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to discuss with Sino. You can ask Sino when you meet him.
Thanks, Dia.
Don't mention it. You better get going.
All right, on to our next stop.
To our village. Huh. Seems like there's still a lot of story left. I wonder if we will invite Candace. She did help. Come on, load already. They are outside.
Life goes on.
Hey, cats.
Boring!
There's Sino.
It's been a while since we last visited Aru village. Ah, there's Sino.
He is just standing there staring into nothingness. It's been a while.
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tighnari agreed to let us leave, so now we're out and about again.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
It definitely is.
And Tighnari is recovering well, too.
That's good to hear.
Thank you for taking us to him.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to him when we lost consciousness, right? Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Tighnari has excellent medical skills, and Kale is quite attentive. It was the best place for you.
But why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
I'm meeting some people.
Raman?
You mean Candace?
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still at the usual place. You can go there if you'd like to see them. But you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
Oh, by King Deshret's
Yo,
blessing,
Raman.
my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into trouble and need us to help now.
Raman! And... huh?
Sitaria.
Oh, you know me?
Well,
You're pretty...
you're pretty famous in the academia.
Don't worry, these are our friends. No need to be so guarded.
I see.
How have you been doing lately?
I'm doing well. Many good things have happened recently.
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has started to shine after suddenly finding a new direction.
Oh, tell us everything.
We know everything.
You go ahead.
Alright, well, I suppose I should start by saying I've decided to leave the academia.
What?
You're not going to be a scholar anymore?
It's not that I've given up on being a scholar.
Instead, you could say I've found a new identity. I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar, but I have not completely given up on my relationship to knowledge either.
I can see what you're saying now.
Explain.
What do you mean?
I plan to leave the academia and return to teach here in the desert.
Oh.
Wow, so you want to become a teacher?
Sataria will return to support education here and teach people from the desert. She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss a collaboration with me and hoped that I could bring her ideas to the Eremites.
Yes, it's my hope that the Eremites can help me select a group of smart people with the best aptitude for teaching. I'll teach them, and after they've finished learning from me, they can go educate more people. That is the true meaning of education and the spreading of knowledge.
The people of King Deshret suffer from sandstorms, exile, and ignorance. Miss Sataria is more than welcome to come teach here. Her arrival is like a star shining in the desert night. The stars have always guided caravans, thieves, soldiers, and travelers who get lost in the night. They lead those in the dark out of trouble and back to safety.
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming from? I'm starting to feel a little embarrassed.
You deserve these compliments.
Yes.
Mercenaries are accustomed to danger and don't fear death, which is why we recognize extraordinary actions that common people would easily overlook.
Sataria's idea will bring much good to many people.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that the academia doesn't allow scholars to teach in the desert without permission. As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control, and very few desert dwellers are as lucky as me. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart, as if there were lightning bolts constantly bombarding my soul.
Sorry about that.
You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the academia's grasp on you will become. Sataria, why haven't you gone home? Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
Miss.
These words sparked something in me, and I knew that I had to bring something back to my people after going home. I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand Sage, only to find that he was no longer at the Academia. Lord Sino told me that Azar didn't belong there anymore.
Azar has received much-needed punishment. Though, if you ask me, it may have been too light. You probably have already heard.
Yeah, we heard.
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the Academia for the desert, and accompanied me here to discuss collaboration with members of the Eremites. My plan was able to go smoothly thanks to him and Rahman.
You're all doing so much for the desert.
Aside from that, I also have some other business to discuss with Sino.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her, and part of it required the assistance of the Eremites. I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the Academia, and sent them to several groups in the desert, as instructed by Lesser Lord Kusanali. I believe the people will make good use of them.
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for Sino and Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'm afraid we'd never be able to get our hands on them.
Apart from this, the Academia is also recruiting scholars that are willing to teach in the desert. I'll let you and Sataria know as soon as I have any more news. We must be persistent about this, and maintain these resources to ensure long-term effectiveness.
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a glimmer of hope. I think this may be the turning point for the desert. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers. Then we'll once again see the wisdom and glory that once shook the world.
Enough about us. Are you here to discuss some business too?
No, not at all. We're actually here on behalf of Nilou. Nilou wanted to write to everyone, but she wasn't sure where the letters should be sent, so she asked us to come find everyone personally. A celebration feast will be held in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. She hopes that all of you will be able to attend. At the feast, we'll also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra. Although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've already been reinstated. Paimon thought you would only start working for the Academia after the feast.
Celebration? Feast?
Oh, so you really didn't know.
It's the first I've heard of it.
Tighnari was right. He really didn't know.
This feast is for you, Sino. Sounds to me like you'll have to be there.
It's rare to see that kind of
something.
expression from Lord Sino. You must not like feasts very much.
No, not really. But I'll go.
You two are invited as well.
Well, I still have a lot to handle here. Besides, I need to look after Miss Sataria in the desert, so I'll have to pass.
I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. Although, if you'd be so kind, please give a message to Miss Nilou for me. The message is, I'm sorry for how I treated you before, but now I understand the beauty of your dance. It's like a light shining in the sky. You and the art you symbolize are not only beautiful, but also lively and powerful, so much so that it was prohibited. Please keep dancing, and someday I'll be able to appreciate your art in person.
Wow.
Okay, we've got all that down.
We'll be sure to give the message to Nilou.
Our job here is complete as well. Oh, Sino, remember, party's in 2 days. Make sure you're there.
Got it.
2 days. Inviting Candace or not? Not. Hey. What am I doing? I wonder why they didn't invite Candace to the feast. She did help so much. Come on, timer. They should make it faster. Come on.
Today's the big day. Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how the celebration's coming along.
Into the hinterland. No, not going for the crab. A Tighnari Quest. So the final act is about to be over. Stuck. No, it's not stuck. It's working. Toast to victory. Here. It's just the main characters.
Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
I'm here.
Ah, there you are.
Good evening.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work. I'm very happy to see you here.
But we're not late, are we? It's just that everyone else arrived ahead of time.
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speeches.
Nah, there won't be any speeches today.
Oh, really? Well, even better.
Come join us over here.
They didn't invite
Let's share
Nahida.
some great food and drinks.
Oh, she must
and
be
chat
busy.
about all sorts of fun things.
Everything looks quite good.
Wow, Paimon can't wait. Traveler, just look at all the delicious food here.
It's making me hungry. What? We don't. Everybody eats and drinks before enjoying the performance. Another performance? They've already shown us so much.
It's so delicious. Oh, this grilled grilled meat tastes amazing!
The food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand Bazaar. And we have gifts that were sent by the residents of Sumeru City when they heard we were holding a feast. Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru, and wanted me to thank you all on their behalf.
Ah, feels kinda nice to be seen as a hero. I could get used to this.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job. You've always been amazing, Dia.
My lady sure has a way with words. Thanks. I'm glad to hear it.
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated in the great plan.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something impressive together. It's unbelievable.
We owe it to our abilities. And luck.
And luck.
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck was against us and feeling like we hardly had a chance of succeeding?
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, it took even more luck for us to formulate a plan and implement it successfully. Moreover, judging from the results, everything worked out well.
Yeah, everyone gave it their all when it mattered most. It was almost like a performance. We took the stage and put on our best show. Everyone played their part, and thanks to everyone's efforts, the performance was a great success.
So, would you say we're good actors too?
That's one more talent under our belt.
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the Academia.
Yes! Even after being abandoned and neglected so many times, she's finally returned.
Has Traveler really forgotten? Returned to the Academia, abandoned and neglected?
Uh-huh. Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past. The Academia basically abandoned her because of it. This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised. I didn't say anything wrong, did I?
Will he tell them?
No, everything you said is correct.
That's good.
Something wrong?
Tell them?
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all of this already.
He's not gonna tell them. Don't mind me, my mind was elsewhere.
Even if those two giants of the Academia
He's the
are here,
witness.
I still have to say it. Those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her power for the people of Sumeru, and what did they do in return?
Seems that after everyone forgot greater role, Rukadevata, their understanding have changed. Okay, let me read. No, everyone believes that Lesser Lord Kusanali has been Sumeru's Archon all along. Maybe I'm the only one in all of Deva who remembers the greater Lord Rukadevata ever existed. As the witness of all that happened, I shall respect her choice and keep the secret for her. That's sad in so many ways.
If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich, right, Sino?
Right, Sam.
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali calls for a more severe punishment.
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severely punished.
I respect our deity's decision and won't interfere in any way. While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the Academia's invitation to become the Grand Sage?
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a sage?
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process has said that you are the most suitable candidate to lead the Academia right now.
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from power?
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good thing, yet you're making it sound like I overthrew Azar for my own personal gain.
But seriously though, I always wondered if you had some personal motives behind it.
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos ensued. I had no intention of letting their dreams disrupt my life.
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia's scribe.
Precisely.
Wait, is that all?
That's all.
So, that's the only reason why you joined us and came up with all those plans?
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the personality.
Yeah.
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you? You've already resumed work as the General Mahamatra, right?
That's right.
Will you be happy with that life?
It's not about being happy. There are merely a lot of things that I must do.
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay? And try to smile more every day. Just like...
Just like you're doing now. I'm doing now. I skipped.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
That's it. Okay, we are gonna talk to everyone. I'll save Nilo for the last.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings, but the atmosphere here is quite good.
Huh, I thought you might find it boring.
No. This gathering today has a unique meaning. The Grand Bazaar is lively because the people here feel happiness from the bottom of their hearts. Unlike the farces at the Academia. That happiness is an emotion that'll be forever alien to those bookworms who have driven themselves insane by studying. I seem to have taken both keys when I left the house.
Oh
well.
Poor Kawi.
My lady, the grilled meat over there is delicious. Have you tried it?
Yes, I also tried some fruit just now. Oh, they're very sweet. What an amazing place to relax. No wonder everybody likes to rest at the Grand Bazaar.
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Oh, they finally noticed me.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy Nilu invited everybody. Oh, now I have the chance to meet all the heroes.
My pleasure. I'm glad we could come.
Hey, less of that polite chit-chat and more eating and drinking. The feast is about having fun, not stuffy formalities.
If only I could eat. Sino.
The atmosphere here is good, and everything is delicious.
It must be rare to see you at such a lively gathering.
I don't often come to such places, but it feels quite good. I have a lot to handle these days. Otherwise, I could show you around.
It's alright, don't worry about us.
There's always next time. We're friends after all.
He got his
this
friend.
feast is pretty good.
He got his friend.
Ah, there you are, traveler. Well, how is it? Are you enjoying the feast today? If there's anything you're unhappy with, just let me know. I'll be sure to take note of it.
What do we have? It's great, thanks for inviting me.
That's good. It's the first time I've ever invited so many exceptional people to one place. I was a little nervous myself. You see, every guest here is quite extraordinary. It's unbelievable that we've got everyone together here. Almost like a fairy tale. Make sure you live it up tonight. I'll be happy as long as you're enjoying yourselves.
Oh, we have a message to tell you. Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
I'm honored to have her think of me this way. If I have a chance in the future, I would really like to invite her to one of my performances. I can't explain why, but I just feel elated right now. Thank you.
So it's over. Hey,
what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop.
I'm suddenly a little sleepy.
Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You'll wake up once you've put something yummy in your tummy.
Really?
Of course. Just wait here for Paimon.
Is it because I didn't sleep well last night that I feel sleepy all of a sudden, or is it because I'm too full? Huh? It seems like someone is there. Scara?
It's me.
Nahida. Nahida, it looks like my consciousness is connected to yours again.
You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made a connection with you.
Well, obviously, it shouldn't have ended without you talking to you.
The connection between us is amazing. It's like flora and the fence it grows upon.
Is there anything you need from me?
I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to have a look for myself, so I snuck in. Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events, so I really haven't had any free time. Although you've already helped me with a lot, there's still one more thing I hope you can help me with.
What is it?
Please say thank you to everyone for me.
Okay. So that's what this is about. Nahida, it would be better if you could do that yourself.
Is it not convenient for you to do that for me?
I mean, some things in this world must be done by yourself.
But if I just show up all of a sudden, people will become all quiet and stiff, won't they?
No.
What if I end up scaring them and ruining this wonderful feast? That'd be the last thing I want.
You're so cute. It won't happen. It will be fine. Please don't worry too much.
Let me think about it. Okay.
Have you made up your mind?
Yes, I have.
Come here. That's good. Wait, huh?
You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So, I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. The flora also climbs up to the fence to get closer to the sky.
Then at least promise me you won't say anything weird when you're in my body.
Everyone!
Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring you the food.
They can hear the voice?
It's me.
Huh? That voice.
Finally.
Nahida?
She noticed.
Hold up, what's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar. Interesting. Is this also a part of the feast?
You might say so.
No, of course not. Are you Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Hello, Nilu.
You know who I am?
Obviously.
Yes, I already know every one of you. Nilu, Alhaitham, Sino, Dia, Paimon, and Dunyarzad.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person. Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril and taking the risk of becoming enemies with the academia, the sages, the doctor, the balladeer, and even the entirety of Sumeru. Without you, without any of you, I would have been in a much more difficult situation. Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only I, but Sumeru and even the entirety of Teyvat would have suffered great misfortune. People refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. I'm quite fond of this name. It not only explains your identities, but also bears witness to your relationship with me.
Yes.
Allow me to present to you my most sincere gratitude.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru, and I didn't even have a chance to do anything for you. You don't have to do this.
Dunyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me and praying for me. Thank you.
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty to protect you.
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Sumeru Archon should be. We just did what was necessary and set things back on the right path.
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really don't need to be so polite with us.
I'm honored to have been able to take part in this plan. I hoped you liked the dance I dedicated to you.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much.
See, just like I said, everybody is happy to meet you.
Yeah.
A surprise visitant brings the feast to its climax. A warm atmosphere of talking and laughter carries on late into the night, and the feast ends on a perfect note. The next day,
Are you awake? Did you rest well?
I think I slept alright.
After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton.
Still nothing compared to Paimon.
That just means you still have a lot to learn from Master Paimon, the Sage of Gluttony. Alright, since you're awake now, should we go and have a chat with Nahida? She should be in the academia right about now. If you have any questions, now's your chance to ask.
Yes, definitely. Sanctuary of Sestana. So, it's finally coming to an end. It's finally coming to an end. There were so many emotions involved. Damn. I still feel so sad for Scaramouche. The way he was acting when the Gnosis was being taken from him. Heartbreaking, dude. Child didn't even catch him when he was falling. That I have complaints about that.
Hello,
Yeah.
Traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed in all the happiness and joy, like a candle floating on water.
So are we, and that's why we're here to talk with you.
Is there anything you want to know?
About the Akasha.
After recent events, the Akasha can no longer function as it used to. I've given it some thought, and have decided to shut it down permanently. But this is definitely not a bad thing. Even from the beginning, I've been planning to shut it down. The Akasha's centralized administration of knowledge has always restrained people's curiosity and curtailed the number of paths available to them. I don't think this is good for Sumeru. Although people may initially feel a little uncomfortable with the loss of the Akasha, they will soon understand that this life is more suitable for them.
Yeah.
And as for the future of Sumeru, I'm preparing to regain control of the academia.
You already have.
The former sages have received their punishment, but the new sages have yet to be selected. I will oversee the process personally. I hope that the new 6 great sages will be more focused on academics. Sumeru needs such leaders more than ever. The other big issue is the people of King Deshret. All the residents of the desert, in fact. They have been mistreated for far too long. I've already taken some measures to address this. It will take some time to rebuild everything, but no matter if it's culture, friendship, or trust, we will rebuild it.
Way to go. About what happened after I fell asleep that day.
You mean, what happened after the doctor put you to sleep?
Did he take the Gnosis?
Not exactly. The top-ranked Fatui Harbingers, up to number 3, possess power comparable to that of gods. I was no match for him in that kind of situation.
Comparable to the gods.
However, in spite of the bad situation, I still managed to make a fair deal with the doctor. I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your fate, the Heavenly Principles.
Yeah.
In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years ago. I used this point as leverage against the doctor. I told him that the heavenly principles may be awakened if I destroy the Gnosis. Although it's just a bluff, he still fell for it. I assumed that the heavenly principles wouldn't just stand by and let such extensive damage to its laws take place. And as for what I exchanged for the Gnosis, the exchange served as both punishment for the doctor, as well as a boon of new knowledge that I couldn't refuse as the god of wisdom.
Well, tell us about it. Why are the skies not real? Anything? Okay, about the balladeer.
He's still in a coma. I've hidden him like how one would hide a feather.
A feather.
I know you have many misgivings about him, but as someone who had become a god, he has retained a number of very useful features. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't do any evil. In addition, there are still some mysteries left in him. Some things may be very clear from my perspective, but he is still yet to understand them himself. His future will be determined by fate.
Yes. Waiting for his story quest. About Fontaine, the next stop on my journey. It will be Fontaine.
Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine, the nation of justice?
Justice.
As far as I
Hydro.
know, that nation operates in the judicial system.
Does their Archon personally judge people?
No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydro Archon, Focalor, won't preside over individual trials.
Focalor.
However, even then, Focalor will still make herself present at just about every trial. It seems that she just likes to immerse herself in that sort of atmosphere.
Female.
As Archon, she
Okay.
still reserves the right to influence the final verdict. Anyway, let's just say she's got, a very unique personality.
She's crazy. Wow. Looking forward to it. I've got nothing else to say.
Are you sure?
Ask
Isn't
whatever.
there something else you haven't asked about yet?
About the skies.
Huh? You mean about your sister?
Okay.
While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your sister.
Finally something. But we both came from beyond the Sea of Stars. There shouldn't be any information on her in Irminsul.
Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories of Teyvat? So there shouldn't be anything on him or his sister.
This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have any information on you. However, there must be something different about your sister. Because, as it turns out, the world has recorded information on her after all.
What?
There is only one possible explanation. She belongs to this world.
What? How is that possible? We journeyed the Sea of Stars all our lives until we came here. How could she possibly hail from Teyvat? Things don't add up. Is there something wrong with my memories, or is it this world that has done something to her?
But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat?
Do you have any further intel? Do you know what she has been through? She did live in Conria for so long.
According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria. After the Conria disaster, she began her journey through the 7 nations of Teyvat. But just as her journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on her suddenly become fuzzy.
What do you mean, fuzzy? Did something happen to her?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating her fate.
The heavenly principles?
And whoever it is, If they can do that, who knows what else they're capable of.
Could it be related to the Abyss?
But even that wouldn't explain how she somehow comes from this world.
Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descenders.
Descenders?
What's a Descender? Paimon's never heard of it.
Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from the Fatui in return for my gnosis, right?
Yeah.
A very important part of the intel was about this world's Descenders. External beings, ones that don't belong to this world. Traveler, you are Tevat's 4th Descender.
4th?
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other Descenders before the Traveler? And his sister isn't even one of them?
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first Descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principles. As for the other Descenders, I still need to verify their existence. It could take me some time.
Paimon's head's about to burst from all this crazy new information.
Your words. They dropped this all at the end of this quest.
And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered questions. I must say, I truly regret that I can't help you more as the God of Wisdom. There are many questions in my heart as well. I will need some time to go through each one of them.
Damn. Same here. I need some time to reflect on what you have said.
And soon, you'll also begin your journey anew and depart from Sumeru.
Yes. I don't know what to think.
I'm very interested in your future. It's a journey that can't be observed or recorded by this world. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be the ultimate fate.
Paimon's sure glad we got to meet you, Nahida.
The pleasure is all mine. I can't thank you enough. Alright, that's enough talk for today. If you ever miss me, just close your eyes, and maybe I'll appear in your dreams.
Please do. Holy shit.
Things in Sumeru have settled down now. Paimon bets people will be coming up with new and interesting ideas at this time. How about we take a walk around Sumeru City and see if anyone needs our help? Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that it just might pay off.
Okay, it was for the fungus one. Yo. She gave an insane amount of information. What's going on? Well, we'll find out. Wow, this was fun. It was heartbreaking. What happened to Lord Rukadevata? Yo, Xiao.
Those memories.
It's okay.
So dark.
It's okay, Xiao. This quest was the best. Definitely the best. Wow. I'll just end it here. I will stream the next update right on time. Finally. Thank you for being here.